Hey guys, what is going on? Mike here from Altcoin Freedom. I hope you guys are doing good wherever you are around the world, morning, afternoon, or night, depending what city you're in. And in this video, we're going to talk again about Ripple and the currency XRP and some of the news that's swirling around about Coinbase. Now, that's been a hot topic for a while. Can Ripple get on Coinbase? But in reality, if you're an XRP enthusiast, if you're in the community, you've been following XRP for a while, and you're a believer in the future, you know that yes, there's a little price bump that can come along with being on Coinbase that could help XRP in the short term for a little price bump, but it's not important for the long-term growth of the currency. Now, one thing I want to mention, guys, is, personally, we talked in other videos, why are people investing in crypto? You want to make a lot of profit for different reasons. Okay, one thing I really enjoy is traveling around the world. That's why this channel is really good, meeting a lot of other crypto enthusiasts from different countries all around the world. I really love that international flavor, food, languages, meeting people from different places. So it's great being able to connect with you guys, learn about your cities, countries, get different perspectives from different people about, different things, especially finances and life in general, and why some people are in crypto. It's interesting to see from different countries and places the reasons people are investing in crypto for, and what they want to do with their profits in the future. It gives a little insight to the mindsets of people in different parts of the world about what they would enjoy. Now, personally, I enjoy travel. So I know a lot of you guys are writing me saying you enjoy travel too. You're big world travelers. In this video, you're looking at a picture of Greece, in the Mykonos. I've never been there, but I would love to go there with my wife. I have friends who have been there. It's beautiful. So if you're from Greece, let me know in the comments below, or if you've been to Greece, let me know in the comments below some great places to check out there. If I ever get the chance to go there, hopefully with my XRP profits in the future, I will be there. And a lot of you guys get to go to different places around the world that you enjoy too. Now, in the video, guys, we're going to talk about the possibility that it's still very far away that XRP will be listed on Coinbase, but in reality, it doesn't really matter. So we'll talk about that, guys. We're also going to talk about why Coinbase is kind of iffy right now about listing XRP, okay? Could they get into a little bit of a mess by doing that and cause themselves more trouble than good? And a lot of you are interested in knowing, you're writing me, and I see the news out there all around the internet about this Stellar Lumens listing that they potentially could be on Coinbase in the future, and how does this affect Ripple's success in the future, or is it significant right now to XRP? So again, in my opinion, which is not a professional opinion, we're not financial advisors, right? Just a little warning for anyone new to the channel. Again, just crypto enthusiasts trying to meet other crypto enthusiasts around the world and share opinions and news. But for me personally, I'm not really worried about that. I think Stellar is also an interesting project. A lot of you are invested in that, but it's not a threat to Ripple, the company, or XRP's success in the future. So we'll talk about that. But let's get into why, XRP is probably very far off from being ever listed on Coinbase. So we know right now Coinbase has the approval to handle security type tokens, okay? So they're going to have that approval to be able to do that. And that got a lot of investors, a lot of people are excited that Coinbase could now be listing XRP, right? And that's the big sentiment that, hey, they haven't listed it so far, they've been waiting, and now that, Coinbase has that approval to be handling security type tokens, maybe that's going to come out. But probably a lot of us need to think about, why has it not been listed on Coinbase before, right? And maybe now why it won't be, even though Coinbase legally is allowed to handle security tokens, because a lot of the fear before was that it would be listed as security. That's why Coinbase couldn't put it on, okay? So for XRP investors like you and me, maybe that was a check mark for Coinbase, okay? And hey, now it can be on Coinbase. They have the authority to be doing security type tokens. That's what a lot of people were scared about. Maybe it's a security, but basically, okay, that's great. Coinbase has that ability to do that, but they're probably not going to be too quick to list XRP anytime soon, guys, because nothing's really changed on the XRP end, okay? We don't know by the SEC. They haven't made an announcement to regards of the status of XRP. So we don't know if they're going to deem it a security or not. But again, in my opinion, that doesn't matter. And a lot of you agree with me. I know that. Now, if it is, and Coinbase were to list it today, okay, then chances are that could really complicate things for Coinbase, because if Coinbase were to list XRP right now, guys, everybody wants it on Coinbase, okay, and they have this new status as a broker dealer, but it would automatically mean that they've already come to the conclusion that XRP is indeed a security, okay? And then that would kind of mean that XRP has been an unregistered security all along. So Coinbase's license isn't going to allow them to sell unregistered securities. So it's a big thing there about being a registered or unregistered security, okay? And Coinbase doesn't have the license there to sell unregistered securities. So that could open up a big string of lawsuits that would not just affect Coinbase, but also Ripple, the company, as well. So not in a good move. Another reason we don't really need to see any rash decisions there of it being on Coinbase. Okay, on the other hand, if it were to list it as like a decentralized crypto like Bitcoin and the other cryptos on their exchange, then if the SEC in the future declares XRP a security, that would make another awkward position, because then they possibly would have to delist it because, again, it would be an unregistered security, okay? So basically, in essence, guys, the chances that Coinbase is going to likely stay away from XRP until the SEC makes a decision about it is what we're looking at, okay? And that really isn't an issue for XRP if you're a big enthusiast or an investor, because we're looking at the long run, okay? And it's not really going to matter in the future which exchanges are listing, or not listing XRP, because the real value for XRP, like I said before, guys, Coinbase can help some crypto coins, right? We get the influx, the liquidity, it brings money in, it gives availability to investors. Sure, it's great, little price bumps, but XRP's value is going to come from the number of banks using it as a tool for liquidity in their cross-border payments. So we're looking bigger than exchanges. And like a lot of people are saying, 5 years out in the future, exchanges aren't going to be, where we're looking at the biggest markets of trading of Bitcoin and these other cryptos and things like that. So what we should be looking at right now, for me personally, and I know a lot of you guys probably agree, some don't always, but if you're a crypto enthusiast, guys, the biggest news that I'm looking for right now is the news that's related to the banks adopting XRP, okay? We know that there's over 150 banks using the Ripple software, okay? We know Xcurrents out there, not with XRP, but it's interesting they're using the software from Ripple. We know XRapid, we're expecting it to go live. They're going to be using XRP as the currency, okay? So we're going to get this cross-border, liquidity from all these transactions coming into XRP, the currency, soon enough. That's what we're looking for value, okay? We don't need the exchanges in the future. They're not going to be as important as they once were. Once these banks start using XRP, and all the other banks, many will start following, and then we're going to have a standard in cross-border payments. That's where the value is going to come, and then it's going to be unbelievable what we could see in the future, okay? We won't even have to get into price speculation here, but it could be unbelievable when XRP takes over the market from SWIFT, and XRP is dominating in basically over even that 20 trillion market, okay? When they take over even higher, when they take over the SWIFT market and they get into that money and they're dominating in that. But when this happens, we're not going to be looking at news about exchange listings. That's not going to be important, okay? So maybe XRP, to me right now, XRP is very, very undervalued. So, as I get more opportunities to pick up more XRP, I'm going to keep investing in XRP because I see a possibility for the future global currency there. So especially for cross-border payments, okay? It's going to be very, very interesting. The future of XRP in the near future and the long term. I'm a long-term holder, actually. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you're looking at. Ripple, the company, and XRP, the currency, not so good for short-term speculators right now, okay? But for long-term holders, what are you expecting? Let me know in the comments, and especially, what are you expecting in the future for a price we could be looking at when we do get dominance here in the banking industries? And what would be a price point you would be interested in getting out at or be comfortable selling some of your position, okay? So I know a lot of you think we easily could be looking at an XRP worth over $100 a coin in the near future. So that's pretty interesting. Now, one thing we do have to focus on, guys, is let's just get back to, we don't need Coinbase, we don't need Western Union, we don't need those exchanges. We know Coinbase could just cause a lot of trouble for themselves listing XRP, so it's not worth it to them to do it right now, and that's why we don't really need to worry about it. It was interesting, it was in the news, there was an XRP investor who contacted FINRA. He wanted them to investigate why Coinbase is not listing them, basically accusing them of market manipulation. There was a tweet saying, he contacted them and said, Coinbase has listed 1, 2, 4, 5, 16, all kinds of coins. They're talking about these future coins they want to add, but they're avoiding the top number 3 coin, okay, in XRP. He's talking about that's an abuse of market power. So, and basically, what is FINRA, if you don't know? FINRA is an independent body that's tasked with overseeing the relations between the dealers and investors, okay? So they're dealing with the fairness in the securities industry. But, Coinbase, the private company, they have the capacity to choose which cryptos they want to add, which they want to leave out. So for small companies, could hurt them, could actually do a great thing for them when they get them on there. But we're also looking at XRP as something bigger than this, okay? Something that's looking at world dominance, global dominance. So, some people are thinking we're looking at XRP as, being as important in dominating the financial industry as much as Google has been doing, on the internet side of the technology world there. So we know Coinbase is a very recognized crypto exchange in the States, guys, but XRP is looking beyond the United States. Okay, this is a global currency looking to solve a real value and disrupt, looking to solve a real problem, guys. And the value is going to be huge when they disrupt that long-standing industry that has had no competition and it's just been set in its ways. Okay, so huge things for XRP. We don't need to worry about Coinbase right now. We should kind of get that out of our head. If we do talk about it, that's fine, because we could see a little bump in price. Why not? It goes on there, and we see a little price movement, gets more investors, gets XRP in the face of more investors. So that's great stuff. We'll take that as XRP investors. But the beautiful thing about XRP is that we don't need these exchanges, okay? And we don't need some of these partnerships with Western Union and stuff. The one thing we have to know, basically, these exchanges are going to be very small fish in XRP's future, because we're comparing this to the global financial market, okay? And basically, if you only think about Coinbase, still very recognized, very important, especially in the United States, but even they were only capturing 1% of all the Bitcoin volume that's trading recently. So they know Binance is actually doing 4.5 times the volume of Bitcoin trading than Coinbase. So, it would be another source where we could see XRP linked to the dollars and we could get more liquidity and people in, but we have bigger options when we're focused on the banking. So Ripple's going to move forward with their big partnerships with the banks. When they start using XRapid and XRP, then good things are ahead. So we're not, in the future, I don't think we're going to be looking, for exchanges to be dealing with XRP. That's not going to be where most of our transactions and liquidity is coming from. We're looking for that institutional payment providers and banks. So Coinbase, guys, short-term little price effect could be great, but let's not focus on it and don't sweat it, okay? Don't sweat these 5 coins that they've mentioned they want, and Ripple got bumped off of that list. Not important. Now, when SBI is doing their thing, we're seeing a price bump right now when XRapid goes live, and we're really going to see a lot of selling, okay? So XRP is going to have great performance. Without Coinbase, we don't need it. XRapid is going to be the key to success and the banking. Now, another thing, guys, Stellar Lumens, that was a coin that they've mentioned they might put on there. We'll talk about that in another video, and a lot of you guys are investors of both Ripple and Stellar. Again, nothing to worry about there. Not a threat at all to Ripple, the company, or XRP, the currency, at all. We'll talk about that in another video, but nothing I'm sweating there. Just another shot, right? Another shot at Ripple and XRP. But we don't need them, and that's the beautiful thing. So a lot of other projects do need that exposure. They need these bumps, but XRP doesn't. We're looking at bigger things globally with the banks. Okay, guys, let me know in the comments below your feelings of XRP these days. Are you picking up more? Are you happy with your positions? Or if you're not an XRP investor right now, are you thinking about getting in? Do you see the possibility of the future here? Is this something that's going to be very disruptive and change an entire industry? Is this something you're going to get on board with soon? But I'd also like to know, I've asked in another video, guys, what's your exit point? That's very interesting too, right? Because, back in the day, some people sold Bitcoin off at $100, made their huge profits, were happy, and then one day they woke up and saw a $20,000 Bitcoin, wish they never sold. So, what are your exit price points? It's very important to have an exit plan where maybe you do take some profit, or, maybe you liquidate a little bit of your position and take some profit at different prices, or maybe you're going to totally get out of a project if you're happy at a certain price and unload everything, right? That's up to you guys and what your plans are, but it's important to have a plan there of what you'd like to do. And let me know about that in the comments below, what prices you're looking at to make some moves there in the future, right? Not right now, but in the future, because hopefully this is a long-term hold for you guys as well. Okay, guys, if you could give the video a like, I appreciate that. You help us out a lot so much when you do that, guys. I really appreciate that. And I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel if you could, if you haven't already anyway, because then you'll catch more videos from us when they come out. And right now, let me give all you new people to crypto a little safety tip that can help you in the future secure your coins. I always, with my friends that I get into crypto, I always try to stress safety, because we always say, if we can help one person, if you're new to crypto and you catch one of our videos, hopefully we can help you learn how to become a more, a safer crypto enthusiast, where you learn how to store and secure your crypto so you don't become another victim, to all of the crypto theft and hacking that's been going on. So guys, remember, be smart and get a hardware wallet immediately. It's the best investment. I can't believe some of my friends, the hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars they're investing in projects, and they're watching their tokens 24 hours a day to see the price moves, but they're not protecting them, which means they don't actually own these coins. They're just letting them sit on exchanges and sit on their computer, and any day they check, some morning they're going to check, those could be gone. Okay, so all of your future wealth and your family's future wealth you're building could be gone. So it's such a small price to pay, guys, to secure all that money you've been investing. And do it for your friends too. If they don't know, recommend they get hardware wallets, because guys, we've already lost $1 billion in crypto to computer hacks and hardware hacks on our computers and hardware, online wallets. So that's what's hurting our market, and that's what the regulation is trying to make this environment secure for this outside money to pour in. And we want it, guys, because when that outside money pours in, and the crypto world is more welcoming and and it's more safer for this outside money to come in, and they don't hear so many stories of crypto theft and all these problems and people losing their money, the market cap's going to swell. It's going to be huge. And the market cap of your individual projects that you love right now will be up, and your prices, the coins will be up, and that's when we'll all be making profit again, okay, and bigger profit than before. But we have to all, one by one, help create a very safe crypto world and get rid of that image of all the hackers and everyone losing it, because newbies that come in, they don't know. They're so busy trying to figure out what projects they should get into and how to buy crypto. They don't even think about securing their crypto. And these are the people that are checking their exchanges and computers some days, and their crypto's gone, and it's horrible. So this message is important, guys, for you. If you haven't got a hardware wallet and you don't know how to store your crypto securely, get an offline hardware wallet. And if you have friends, guys, if you're if you're a big crypto enthusiast, then spread the word to your friends and help them get a hardware wallet, okay, an offline hardware wallet, so you can help them protect their crypto for them and their families too. And let's all, one by one, guys, keep educating everybody about crypto so we can get that market cap of the whole industry to rise when the institutional money comes in, and it's a very safe environment and a welcoming environment for everybody. Okay, guys, so very important to do that. And if you want to get very serious about crypto, like myself and my friends, I personally, many of my friends, I use 2 hardware wallets. One as a backup, keep my crypto safe on that, nice and safe. I don't use it, it's tucked away for the future or whenever I'm going to need it. And I also have a hardware wallet that I keep with me, and I take around with me whenever I want to make transactions or do anything like that. So, and like I said before, guys, I'm piling up offline hardware wallets, the ledgers. I'm piling them up, and I give them to my friends. And I'm going to give some out to some other people too that have actually sent me a couple messages, because I have a few people in the community here that I'm very well in touch with, and I know they're going to have to get hooked up with their offline hardware wallets to be safe too. But it's a great gift for your friends, guys, if you want to help them be secure and safe, and they'll really appreciate it later on when you're maybe the reason they were able to hold on to some of their crypto for years and made a huge profit. So look into your friends and getting them a hardware wallet too, guys. So, and don't wait if it's too late, guys. One day it could just be too late and the crypto's gone. I have friends that keep telling me stories about the Bitcoin and Ether they owned years ago, and it's horrible to think about the prices now when that they've had piles of those coins and they're gone. So if you do get one, guys, you got to get them directly from the manufacturer. It's safe, they'll never be tampered with. And if you don't know how to get one or where to get one, there's a link in the description below to help you out. You just go check it out, and you can get one of the best, most popular hardware wallets on the market, and you will sleep good at night every night knowing you don't have to worry about your crypto and your future investments, guys. If you could, please like this video. It helps us a lot. We appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel as well, so you could send us private messages and we can talk that way and be in touch. Very easy. And you'll never miss any videos when we come out with any news, and you might catch a good project that really catches your attention and you look into, and maybe it's one that for the future, you make some profit on if it's a project you get into early. So we'd like to hear from you guys too. I hope you have a good night, guys. I'll catch you in the next video, and take care.